So apparently we missed a few things. I know we've been all over the place. I've been dropping off some TCF stuff, Titan Championship Football. Go ahead and sign up for that because we still got that link in the Patreon to the description below. We've been putting up some of our old Phasmophobia stuff.
Ooh, Phasmophobia.
But we realized that we never actually finished this particular case, this Turnabout Goodbyes. So let's go ahead and take care of that. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
I think it was just kill, but okay.
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished.
How do you want to be punished?
Murder is murder.
Murder?
Murder! No matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy!
Ooh. Sorry. ... question mark. Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. ... An exclamation point! What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning.
Okay.
I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right? December 28th, 2:30 p.m. This is a lot.
Yeah.
District Courtroom number 3.
Keep going.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? I don't think he planned for him to lose this case.
Probably did.
But I think he treated this like a contingency.
That he did do.
Where it's like, either you go to jail for the crime that I'm basically framing you for, or you go to jail for the DL6 incident. Either way, I win. I think that's what his mentality is.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth please take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth.
Again, at worst, it's manslaughter, and at worst, for a 10-year-old, it's nothing. But
is this correct? ...
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. Not like that. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was just a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in that elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events.
The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. All right, so we are going to cross-examine. What are we going to do, D? Something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop. And minutes later, there was a simple gunshot. No scream. I think I'm going to do it right there. And... Present.
Objection, Ashley.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that.
Wasn't there two?
No, we're thinking about the other case.
Ah.
I heard the shot and then the scream. Please give me the scream.
Oh!
Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. And I found out that I had... Wait, no, I can't say that.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. The witness's testimony.
Oh, are you okay? What was that?
Yes.
Okay. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Not the suspect data, because I had all the information about Yana Yogi.
Yeah.
The case summary is literally just a case summary. So I guess it'd be the victim data. Look at the victim data on this file.
Okay.
On or in, doesn't matter. Same, you understand.
Is it inside or outside?
It says it quite plainly.
So it's inserted.
The murder weapon was fired twice. Rabble, 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 rabble. Miles Edgeworth only heard the one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware,
I'm not.
this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired.
Seriously, I hate that fucking tisk.
It might have been fired the day before the incident. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
Yeah, that made no sense.
I see.
You're the goddamn judge. How does that make sense to you?
It really doesn't.
You do have a point, Mr. Wright.
I'm gonna be a judge now because
the murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard.
I heard that you don't even need to have a law degree to be a lawyer, a judge?
I guess not, because this is some bullshit, and you're like, yeah, I see, I get, I agree. What?
One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had anything to do with it? Was something to do with anything?
Yes!
Something to do with the case?
Yes, we do. What? I don't know, but yes, because he said it.
Yeah. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Let's see what we got here. Let's okay, map.
Do we have to keep presenting the
No. Ooh. We have the photograph.
Oh,
the
okay.
The photog. Look at this photograph. I'm not gonna make the reference. It's all good. Ooh. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. Sorry about that. This is a photograph of the scene.
That's the judge. It's the judge. Boop. Take two.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. Sorry about that, I'm back now. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it! Proves it!
Dot.
Proves it.
Last dot. Annoyed.
Of course you're annoyed.
All my dots. So, let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please get a... Okay, enlighten me too!
Yes.
Shit! I mean, unless... Okay, so where was he shot? Unless he's saying this bullet hole was...
That's the second shot. It's 2, remember? So 1 is in him, and then that's the second one.
So he didn't get shot against the door and then he slumped over.
No.
Oh, because there's no blood stains to show the transfer.
No.
Yeah,
there's no blood transfer.
Right here.
So that's the second shot right there.
See that? As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. What? Huh?
I was agreeing with you twice.
You got me confused for a second. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Rubble.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright? But who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
Okay, but he's asking who the murderer is. And here I go. My 3 dots. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Oh, my dear boy, Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. You slow ass.
Uncalled for. The case summary. That's on page 1.
Look what is written there.
Also, why am I hitting the paper like that?
Not a single clue was found on the scene.
So the fuck what? Like, what does that mean? Anything? Like, we're looking at the photo. There's a bullet hole in the door.
Apparently, I'm annoyed with you, so I don't fucking care. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
It literally was.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found.
Is the bullet that we have...
Why?
I'm sorry?
Because the second bullet does not exist. But there was... Okay. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Okay, wait, pause. Why do I gotta come up with a whole ass fucking other suspect just to get my guy off, but this dumb motherfucker over here doesn't gotta come up with a reasoning behind there being another bullet hole in the door? Why? That doesn't seem fair.
Order. I will have order.
Well, remember, one shot was fired one day and then another shot was fired the next. ...
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this.
Why is it unlikely? We sit here and talk to the fucking gumshoe the whole goddamn time.
Yeah.
That dude is special. How is it unlikely?
Yeah.
So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
TSK.
I will pile drive you.
Don't care. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong?
No, you are not wrong. This is
Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
No, it's making me a migraine. What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick!
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Not. Yes, I did.
My dots. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Dots.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Fuck it, I'm gonna object.
Yeah.
What to talk about? Oh yes. About what? I don't know. Your Honor, I object.
TSK. What now, dear boy? Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof. Big oof.
Nick?
Gigantic oof. I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh, no.
Why, Phoenix? Why, Nick? It must exist. The second bullet. Gasp. What? What did you just say?
Why?
The second bullet must exist. But where? So they're just gonna sit here and watch me stroke my chin until I figure it out?
Yep, and you jump.
Someone took it.
Dots? It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers for Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor!
Hmm?
The second bullet, it existed. Past tense.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. Got it. Boom, got it. Let's go. Not guilty.
But who?
The murder!
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer? Okay.
I'm sorry, that was a big yawn right there. I'm still thinking about this one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a straight bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
I don't think he needed it.
He needed something. He had it. You had it. It's right there.
It, though. I mean,
He needed something.
he needed something. I don't know about he needed a bullet. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet?
Don't know.
I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Cat got your dick?
Really? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Is it though? Eric had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy.
Is that supposed to be?
Yeah,
Don't think why the bullet was taken.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Yeah.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the
Dude was probably on the other side of the door. So he didn't have to take it as in like it was a compulsion.
No.
He had to take it because it was lodged in his body.
Yeah.
Frick it. Just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there.
You still say prefer.
I know.
Okay.
You know?
dots.
My
Everybody's dots.
Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me, hold on 1 second. I gotta take my drink real quick. Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were birthed, I don't know what's going on with me, were birthed unharmed. So that would mean
there was a third person.
The murderer came from outside. Yes. That's what I'm getting at, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness.
And another shot is fired.
Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping it. I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded! There was no murderer! Murderer!
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
What did he say yesterday? It's been a while.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the men.
Did Von Karma shoot?
Von Karma shot Edgeworth because he lost the case.
And he took a vacation so he could get the bullet.
Yes, he had surgery.
Oh my God.
That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
This dumb bitch right here.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
Which is why that psycho bitch tried to kill us. It was Von Karma.
Yeah. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
No, we just
You
figured something
seem
out.
Dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Yes.
Oh, fuck!
What did you do?
I clicked away. There is a suspect. One lone suspect. I think I hit the right one.
My annoying dot.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspectos?
My hands are shaking.
For what? Are you trying to say vagina?
Von Karma! Vagina.
Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? You're not talking like Sasha Von Karma
So this
or
is probably the
Michael Von
right
Karma.
place to stop this for next time.
I mean, we might as well just finish it if all we got
okay.
is just this.
All right.
I mean, we're right here. We might as well
Is
just
it?
get done.
Well, if we are right here.
Yeah.
Yep, we're right here. Never mind, keep going.
We might as
My
well finish
bad.
it.
The prosecutor, the one standing right the fuck over there.
In that Von Karma?
Yeah.
You don't object?
HMPH. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Albert,
Yes, outburst.
because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
There. I keep going to hurt.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
That's why he tried to kill us.
Nobody's that perfect. If he didn't go under the knife, that means the bullet is still inside of him.
Yeah.
We should be able to just freaking check his body now.
Yeah.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets.
You can't if you're that sadistic or that... Yeah, you can if you're that fucked up.
That's... Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Still. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
You know what? Oh,
Pay attention, please. Thank you.
all right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much, you piece of shit.
What?
The evidence that proves
Oh, shit.
Von
That's
Karma
it.
was shot is this dumb motherfucking case. I hate this shit right here. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
That's an exclamation point. You don't mean he ain't that fucking dumb.
He is.
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Don't think this is how metal detectors work, but I don't care anymore. I just want this to be done.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Dot. I refuse. How dare.
Hold on a second, you refuse. But refusing this means...
You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Oh. Shit, I got pissed. I'm sorry.
You got pissed.
You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Don't worry, you did well.
Order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector or something a little less invasive, like, I don't know, maybe an x-ray.
Yeah,
just real
that would
quick.
work. That
Just
would
real
work.
quick, just take a little x-ray of the body.
You do a CAT scan.
Something like that. Well, then it would probably rip out of them.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Thank you.
Enough!
My privacy.
I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we are hard.
What?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
Okay. There it is.
I mean, technically, couldn't they use one of those little metal detecting wands that you have to pass through?
Maybe it might have worked. Might have been able to stretch a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. You could have just said that, hey, this is where I had surgery for a rotator cuff injury or some shit.
Sure.
Dots. Mr. Von Karma. Dots. You. It was you!
Dot. I was afraid this would happen.
Were you, though?
And so, I remained silent.
Dots in a question mark?
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
Let's pull that bitch out and check it. What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Okay. Let's see.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything.
Oh, sorry. I almost pulled a you.
It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any DL6 evidence.
Actually, we do. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday, you piece of shit, but I do have something.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime.
But we can place enough plausible deniability on Edgeworth that all of this is for naught. So eat a dick.
So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. Why would I say I'm the one who's sorry?
Because you're about to hand his ass.
Yeah.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? You could have just left well enough to fuck alone and got away with it.
You could have.
I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Yeah, of course, we know what it is.
The bullet.
That. A bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact, or otherwise known as striations. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
Actually, I think they found out that it really wasn't that accurate.
No,
But whatever.
It is.
This is a cartoon. We have two bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart.
And the one in you.
And the other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Is he like ripping the bullet out with his fingers? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. That's who we heard scream when he shot him. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my hair! I'll stab you myself! Stop breathing my hair! Papa, get down! Get away! Get away from my papa! Bang. Ah! Ah! It's that scream I heard in the elevator! 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed!
Mr. Von Karma.
Edgeworth! Only you would defy me this!
So it was you.
You and your father are my curse!
You could have just not killed him.
Yeah, of course he could have. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record!
Not
you
that
son of
crucial.
a bitch, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death, I say! Death upon you!
Okay. Not really worth it, but
Not really.
I mean, you killed a dude, and it was incredibly not worth it.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
Well, I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth.
It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Oh, sorry, this is you.
Me? Penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Was it though?
Not really. It wasn't that serious, but okay. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge?
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
For a dude who just confessed to murder, you
Yeah,
really
I
is
know.
being real bitch made right now.
Yeah.
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were innocent. You are innocent.
Dots.
As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
And they just got confetti out of nowhere.
Yep. That's a thing that happens in court.
That is all. This court is adjourned. So,
Von Karma, I guess, goes free.
why?
Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
Good is not a word I'd use to describe it. Dots. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Dots. Right? Yeah. Dots. I'm not sure how to say this. Is it sanguine or sanguine? I don't know what the word is.
I know. Try
I see. Dots. I'll get it out. Give me a second. Thank you. Right. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at that sort of thing.
You gotta learn to, Edgeworth.
I'll take it. She's got you there. Woo! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Woohoo! Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop. Dots. I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all. Lotta! Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much. Boy, howdy.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Oh, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
Question mark?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Are they gonna bring everybody out? Goddamn!
Yeah.
Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris, Nick. Paris! She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? Harry Butts, you came long tonight too. My treat, pal. Jesus. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's, not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah? What's that? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Did you go Scottish?
I don't know what's. I have to transition to 4 different voices in one go right now.
I was just confused.
Jesus Christ! Like, well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Dots. $38 exactly?
Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No, Larry, it was you. What are you surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago.
Oh my God, seriously?
Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Dots. Edgeworth. You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the Phoenix Wright. I know. Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, that sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. Jesus Christ. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been somewhat of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death sentence for both of you.
You wait, what? That's
Man, if I had only known, I probably would have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father.
Oh
I thought I might be a criminal.
Dude, that was 15 years ago.
I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. Jesus Christ. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo.
Let's end this shit. Jesus Christ.
Hey, photo time, let's go!
And after that, dinner on me, pal.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Judge Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
What?
All right, play the wrap-up music. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should just go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick.
Are you dead too?
You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first trains for the mountains have already... Jesus Christ. Have already left. To the station!
Oh, my God.
I guess I'm too late. Whew. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey! Nick?
Maya! Dots, all dots, this is move. So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits.
Really?
Sorry?
I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
You can talk to spirits if I push you onto the tracks! What? Wait!
What?
Dots. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that... Oh, fuck you!
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer. Oh, my God. Fuck, I don't even care. What the fuck am I supposed to be showing this shit?
The bullet.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence that we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick?
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
Dots. More dots. I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Dots. Okay. I'll be waiting. Dots.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
Okay.
And there we go. Jesus freaking Christ. Turnabout. Goodbyes.
Nick.
Is over. You know what that means? And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling, but why?
Don't know.
There we go. Jesus, got the credits. There we go. That's the end of the case. Case is over.
Yes.
No, we're not doing it. No,
Okay.
We are done. We are done. I'm done with the voices. We're moving to a new game. Thank you guys for joining us for Button Smashing. Thank you for sticking around between 2 channels and a full fucking year of a difference. We were on Phoenix Wright for a full year. We probably will come back to it for another case. But for right now, we are done 65 episodes. Over a full freaking year. Can I please? You know what? Next time on Button Smash, we'll play something different. Catch y'all later. Deuces.
Bye.